place where you can go, where there's no one to tell you yes or no. If you just look into your heart, you will find that's the place to start. If you take a step and take another again, you'll find a better place to land. I know that it can be there someday. You've been waiting for. I know this life can be that one life you've been dreaming of. Today could be the someday. Today could be the one day. Today could be the someday you've been dreaming of. Today could be the someday. Today could be the one day. Today could be the someday you've been dreaming of. Oh, 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 oh. Today could be the day. Oh, 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 today could be the day.
I'm Jim Brogan. I was born here. I've been here all my life. I have 2 degrees from the University of Tennessee. So we do wealth management and retirement planning. Anything in your life that could impact your finances. So we serve people. And that's part of our mission statement. We serve people.
Well, good morning. Happy Friday, everybody. We made it to Friday. Got a nice little ring to it, doesn't it? What are your plans this weekend? I know we've got a lot of, holiday stuff taking shape here this weekend, and it feels like the holidays for some of us, because some of us are waking up to a fresh coating of snow already this morning, and quite a few photos have already come on in, so I'm going to start you off with those here this morning. Let's start you off. I don't know exactly where these are offhand here anyways. Let's see. This one is going to be from, I'll tell you where these are. This one right here is from Oneida in Scott County. We also have this one right here, 12-12-25. How about that one? That one's coming in from Michelle Johnson Murphy from high school. We also have another photo. So we got a nice little dusting of snow. This one would be coming from, let's see. I think that one is, I didn't take a screen grab of who that was from, so sorry about that. But we have another one. Got several photos coming in. How about this one? This one is coming in from Amber Pierce from Powder Springs. That was taken last night. And I think we have one more. I guess that's all we have right now just to share with you. But I wanted to share the fact that we do have some snow already falling around East Tennessee this morning. Just some light flurries so far, continuing to kind of linger around the area. These flurries will slowly work their way on out. But actually some decent snow up towards the Kingsport Tri-Cities area. So let's go ahead and take you right to the radar here this morning. Show you what's going on. Kingsport, Bristol, Johnson City, Tri-Cities, Abingdon, Virginia, Boone, North Carolina. That's where we have the bullseye of some of the heaviest snow so far this morning. And we saw a good little band of snow moving its way through last night. Now, most of the roads that I've seen so far and have been reported to me are doing just fine. Road temperatures are above freezing, believe it or not. And so not expecting any major travel concerns. Some of them maybe the back roads, the dirt roads. Of course, it's the cars, the grassy areas, the rooftops that saw the majority of it. But some of you may be running into maybe some minor issues across upper East Tennessee this morning. Don't forget that you can track the snow and every day, any of the weather activity around East Tennessee and, of course, across the country with some snow showers. I want to give a big shout out to Andrew this morning. Andrew is the latest and greatest and newest Witcher Weather Watcher. So we're going to get him on the platform here this morning. Right, Andrew? Welcome to the group. And if you are interested in becoming a Witcher Weather Watcher, a storm spotter for East Tennessee weather, I think we're pushing about 50 people so far. And if you're interested, just hit me up, mike@easttnweather.com. Let me know that you want to be a Witcher Weather Watcher. And I'll get you the link from the National Weather Service where you can take a virtual course. And Andrew passed it with flying colors, didn't you, buddy? All right, let's take you to the maps here and talk about what's going on. Yesterday, we actually made it to 44 degrees. So what was I forecasting? I was forecasting 42. Actually was forecasting, warmed it up a little bit from the previous day. I actually had 41, then bumped it up to 42. We made it to 44 degrees yesterday. 39 in Crossville, 50 in Chattanooga, and 42 in the Tri-Cities area. All right, radar recap. Here's a 12-hour radar recap from last night into the early morning hours. This little wave of energy has been swinging its way on through. Now it's going to be a thing of the past. So that low pressure and the cold front's going to swing on through. It's not going to cause any issues at all. Actually, high pressure is going to start to build its way back in, and that's going to bring us abundant sunshine. So grab the sunglasses. You'll need those, and it's not going to be as cold. Actually, we're going to be warmer today than what we were over the last, than what we were yesterday. So a nice little warming trend for the next 2 days, today and tomorrow. But big changes are on the way as we get into our Saturday night and Sunday. Now, I want to highlight road temperatures for a second. So Tri-Cities and Rogersville, Greenville, hovering with those road temperatures. These are current 1 kilometer road temperatures, 32 degrees in Tri-Cities. So we could have a little bit of an issue on some of the roads there. Tennessee-Kentucky border, Scott County, Fentress, Campbell as well. So we could, and Claiborne County, we could see a little bit of snow developing or at least sitting on the roadways this morning thanks to those road temperatures. But everybody else shouldn't have any issues here this morning, just some wet roads. By the way, anybody traveling northbound on 75 until 10 o'clock this morning, we do have that winter weather advisory. That's where the majority of the snow has been falling for much of the last 24 hours. All right, temperatures this morning. We're in the 30s, so hovering right around freezing. It is a chilly start to the day. We've got the clouds and the snow showers out there this morning, but watch this as we progress through the day. Like I said, you're going to need those sunglasses. I think anytime after about lunchtime, we'll start to see more sunshine and then abundant sunshine as we get into the afternoon hours. 3 o'clock, kids heading home from school, a little bit of a southerly flow to the atmosphere, and that's going to help to warm us up. So from now through just this morning anyways, again, just a few light snow showers, a few flurries, half an inch or less up towards Tri-Cities, and that's where that bullseye is right now this morning. So that's the latest forecast just this morning. But we're going to add to that as we get into our Saturday night and Sunday, as another wave of energy moves its way on through. But your winter storm impacts minimal at best. Best locations for seeing that is Kentucky and parts of Virginia. We're going to warm into the 50s today. Should be a nice afternoon. Plenty of sunshine, warmer weather. That's average for this time of the year, by the way, for those of you paying attention to those seasonal averages. Now, Saturday is going to be great. And so let's pick up our timeline Saturday night because we have another wave in the atmosphere, big old trough digging its way into the area. That's going to bring us the coldest air of the season. Here it comes. Slides its way in Saturday night and Sunday morning. It is going to bring some light snow showers around the area and then clears out Sunday afternoon. So it's pretty quick, but it drags in cold Canadian air. Arctic-like air is going to set up shop. That means static electricity goes up because the air is going to be really dry, especially come Monday morning. So if you get shocked on Monday morning, or maybe you just play a joke on your whole family come Monday morning. We'll talk about this weekend as well. Just slide your feet, with shoes on, of course. Got to slide your feet across the carpet and zap everybody in your house. All right, the ensemble forecast for the next storm system isn't picking up on a whole lot, but let me switch over to the deterministic models, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So maybe some light snow falling across parts of the Cumberland Plateau, light snow, Tennessee-Kentucky border, a few flakes may be possible in the valley locations, but the mountains, I think we'll see 1 to 3 and one inch or less up towards Tri-Cities. So these storms that have been moving on through have been the classic horseshoe, more so Kentucky, the Smoky Mountains, and Tri-Cities. You've seen some decent amount of snow so far this season compared to everybody else. And back behind this cold front that comes through, here comes that Arctic blast. Now, the core of the Arctic air is going to stay up across the upper Midwest. I mean, they're talking single digits for temperatures, wind chill values sub-zero. That moves its way in. That's Sunday morning. So again, Saturday night and Sunday morning. When you look at Sunday morning and Monday, well, I should say, I'm going to fast forward to Monday morning for just a second. My maps are out of order. But anyways, Monday morning, that's going to really intensify itself. And so we're talking single digits and teens for temperatures early Monday morning, which when you look at my storm impacts, my winter weather impacts, the extreme weather index anyways, I've got a bunch of different parameters for this extreme weather impacts, giving us a good idea that this is going to be impactful for sure. As I clearly showed you with those morning low temperatures, we are in the excessive and extreme category. So temperatures, this is Saturday night into Sunday. So let's pick up our timeline on Saturday night. So the far left-hand side is 8 p.m. Saturday, tomorrow night, and we're going to be right around 47 degrees. Now let's go to midnight. And if you were with me yesterday, I said we'll probably have our high temperature at midnight, which is deceiving. And I always get pushback on my 7-day forecast when I put it on when I put it on social media. They're like, what are you talking about? My app says it's going to be 40 degrees. Well, yeah, okay, maybe. Officially, our high temperature is going to be right around 40. But notice Sunday morning, we're down to about, say 20 to 25 degrees or so. We may get a little bump in those temperatures by around noon to 2. up to about 27 degrees. Not a big deal, right? So we don't warm much. Most of the cooling happens during the overnight hours. But look at these wind chill values. Obviously, wind chill values not, we're not going to see any from 8 p.m. Saturday into the midnight hour. But once that Arctic air starts to settle on in, the wind chill values will be with us. And all day Sunday, we're talking single digits and teens for wind chill values, but the mountains will be sub-zero, up to about 5 degrees below zero across the mountains of East Tennessee, the Smoky Mountains, if you're going to be in the national park for some crazy reason. All right, because lots of people go to the national park. So Saturday, we're at 53. Today, we're at 52, down to 27. So Sunday, I'm going 25 for a morning low, 27 for an afternoon temperature. But our official high temperature on Sunday, if you were to go back in the record books after we get through Sunday, it'll probably be in the upper 30s to low 40s, somewhere around there. And we'll see how it all plays out by Sunday night. So check back in with your evening weather update. And then Monday, we're chilly, down to 13 degrees on Monday morning is what I'm forecasting right now. And we only warmed to 37. At least we'll have sunshine. Because when you get the solar radiation, that just helps just a little bit more. Makes it feel just a little bit warmer. When you have the clouds in place, that 37 feels awful. And then we're back. Actually, I was going to go back to that for a second. And then we're back into the 50s, 40s on Tuesday, 50s Wednesday, 60s on Thursday. And if you follow me enough on social media, and if you saw any of the posts I posted yesterday, I posted the potential for our Christmas Day forecasts, which some of the models indicating we could be in the maybe 65 to 72 Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, somewhere around there. So we'll see how that all plays out and holds out. We are only 13 days away from Christmas. And by the way, if you're looking for something to do tomorrow, if you're a runner, jogger, you want to join the Cross Knox 15K, it's happening Saturday. Just go to the Knoxville Track Club's website or join them on social media. But if you are going to be doing some jogging or running for the race, it kicks off at 8 o'clock in the morning, runs to about 11 o'clock in the morning. Get it? Runs to 11? Never mind. Anyways, we're going to be in the 30s and 40s for that race. And if you're looking for something else to do, from 2 to 8 o'clock at night, Madisonville is having their Christmas festival on the square. So that's tomorrow from 2 to 8. Entertainment, kids zones, Santa hay rides, skating, vendors, and so much more. Just go visit them at visitmadisonvilletn.com. The parade starts at 7 o'clock at night. So if you're looking for something to do, check that out. And the temperatures will be fantastic. Perfect. Now, not the winter wonderland that maybe some of you might want for the Christmas parades. And I know there's a lot of Christmas parades going on this weekend. But kind of joined efforts a little bit with the Madisonville community. And I just wanted to pass that along. So lots of stuff going on. Let's see. Let me fast forward. Let me go to some other maps. So here's December 18th through the 22nd. And then we'll go from the 20th through the 26th, and a big old surge of warmer air is being predicted around the area. And when you look above and beyond the 7-day forecast, we're trending about average when it comes to precipitation. So I think we're going to start to shut down some of this precipitation. Although next week we'll see, before the warm air really starts to work its way back in, we've got another cold front swinging on through, and that could produce some showers and maybe even some thunderstorms as well. Let's take you outside, actually, a live look in downtown Clinton, Anderson County here this morning. It is overcast and gray. It is cold. You can see the steam from the buildings. But again, don't forget the sunglasses because you're going to need those throughout the day today. All right, let's see what you all are saying here this morning. What about that snow? I know. We have a beautiful sunrise this morning in Maryville. Nice. See if I can see any of that sunrise from any of my cameras. Not so much from any of the cameras that I have currently. But we'll keep an eye on that for sure. Happy Friday, Aaron. Are we celebrating again here this Friday? What are we doing? Do you have plans this upcoming weekend? Anybody? All right, so let's do a little bit of clerical work here for a second. Then we'll get to work with Witcher's Pictures and, of course, your national holidays for the day and weather events for this date in history. But remember, I'm doing 15 days of Christmas. So today is 13 days away from Christmas. So make sure you check it out on social media at 9 a.m. this morning. Check the post out. I ask a question. You have to answer the question, like and share the post, and then email me at contest@eastnweather.com to be entered to win a year subscription to Weather Call, which is a great, great thing. So make sure you check that out on social media. If you're looking for, some Christmas dinners and whatnot, make sure you check out the Pickled Barbecue. If you're looking for some Christmas presents, check out Kramer Jewelry in Morristown. So great stuff going on in our own community to support local businesses. If you're doing some Christmas shopping. which, of course, if you're looking for something shiny and bright, Jim Cramer has got you covered. That is for sure. And a great, great, great dude as well. All right. Let's get to work with those national holidays, then we'll move right along to Witcher's pictures here this morning. More pictures, anyways. So let's take you outside to a live look in Gatlinburg here this morning. And there we go. No snowfall. A lot of folks were like, oh, why didn't we get any snow in Gatlinburg? Well, it wasn't really predicted to be much in Gatlinburg, just the higher elevations. So once the sun comes up and we see some sunshine, I'm sure we'll be able to see some nice snow-capped Smoky Mountains. That would be nice to see for sure. All right. So we're celebrating birthdays and events. Any birthdays out there? Of course, we've got some events going on. Felicia's right on us. Johnny on the spot right there, Felicia. Sundays at Stanley's Greenhouse. Local vendors are setting up for the holiday markets. Excuse me. I'll be at Stanley's this Sunday from 12 to 5. It does look like your picture right there, New Tazewell, Denise, looks great, by the way. And I'm going to be sharing some more of those as well on social media. And I got some great videos to share. Hopefully you saw that. No sound on Instagram this morning. Oh, no. Well, I don't know why there's no sound on Instagram. Sorry, Black Tide for life. I am loving the warmer weather for Christmas Day. I disagree with you. I am not looking forward. I mean, I think it's weird to have warm weather on Christmas Day. But then again, I'm from Denver, Colorado. So it's all about what we all know, childhood memories. And thanks for sharing all of your Christmas memories and Winter Wonderland memories on social media for the first day of our 15 Days of Christmas giveaway. All right, so it's National Salesperson Day. Funny story, I never wanted to get into sales. There were several times over my career that I was like, I just need to get out of TV. This 2 o'clock in the morning crud is for the birds. I don't want to do this anymore, but I love weather. But some folks were like, yeah, you should get into sales. You're a people person. You'd be good at sales. No way, Jose. Well, fast forward to 2023, and now to date, and now I'm officially in sales, selling all the time. Had a great meeting yesterday. That a great partnership that's going to be taking shape here around East Tennessee that I will be able to share with you in the coming days as we kind of fine tune some things, but some really cool stuff that is on the board for East Tennessee weather and for you. Great stuff. All right, but I wouldn't be able to do it without getting out and doing some sales, right? Today is also National Ding-a-ling Day. Ding-a-ling Day, what is that? Got Santa Claus. Okay, National Ding-a-ling Day on December 12th encourages us to reconnect with people we once often talked to. I'm going to give a big shout out to that. I've got several friends that will text every once in a while, college friends and post-college friends, and I miss them. We used to talk all the time, and just life happens. We have kids, we have jobs, whatever. We're moving across the country. Got a couple good friends that I'm just really trying to connect with. I'm like, you know what? We can sit there and have FaceTime, have a FaceTime beer is what I always like to do with some of my friends. Like, let's just chill out, leave the families behind. Let's just have a conversation, have a cocktail together, even if it is virtual. All right, today is also National Ambrosia Day. Does anybody like ambrosia? I think it's one of those things. Isn't that marshmallow stuff? I think it's one of those things that I believe that's what it is. Yeah, with coconut on top. Yeah, it's like the classic holiday, right? Stuff, but I don't know. Hit or miss, I guess. I can take a little nibble of it, but not probably my favorite thing. Today's also National Poinsettia or Seta. What do you say? National Poinsettia Day is what I say. I say poinsettia, not setia, but some people say poinsettia. Which always really just says it's the season of Christmas, right? And speaking of which, today is also National Gingerbread House Day. Well, guess what? My family, that is on the dockets for the day today. My wife goes, well, we're doing this. If you can break away from your job for a little bit, would you like to join us? And I said, of course I'm going to join you. But we are going to be building gingerbread houses at our house today. So I'll be posting more on that on social media, of course, for National Gingerbread Day. Why wouldn't we? Right? And by the way, Nana's in town, as you all know. And we've been having a good time. Although, because we don't have a kitchen, poor Nana, who has to go out to eat with us every single night. But the kitchen's moving right along. I've not taken a photo here recently, so I'll try to get one here in the next few days. But we've got drywall up, and they've been mudding for the last 3 days. So today they will sand, and I think they said they're painting today, at least the ceiling anyways. And then the floor goes in, and then the cabinets come in, and then the countertops come in. So we're getting close. But I don't necessarily know that we will have a kitchen for Christmas Day. What just happened with my stuff? They changed the platform a little bit, didn't they? There we go. Let's go on this date in history, December 12th. Make sure it's the December 12th. In 2008. I'll have to reorganize this screen here because they changed it. Anyways, in 2008, a significant ice storm wreaked havoc across New York and New England on December 12th, disrupting electricity and leaving over 1 million homes and businesses without power. Crazy stuff. All right, in 1995, a severe coastal storm is blamed for 5 deaths and the loss of power to over 1 million people in Oregon and Washington. In 1989, a winter storm produced snow in the northern Mississippi to the mid-Atlantic coast, with 10.5 inches of snow being reported in Powhatan, Virginia. Powhatan. Here we go. The snow blanketed the Black Hills of South Dakota, with over 36 inches of snow being reported at Deer Mountain. Crazy. In 1988, cold Arctic air spread across the Great Lakes region to the Appalachian region. 25 cities, mostly in the northeastern U.S., reported record low temperatures. In 1987, while a developing winter storm began to spread snow across New Mexico into Colorado, high winds ushered in unseasonably cold air into the southwestern states. Winds gusted upwards of 60 miles per hour in Sacramento, River Delta, and the San Bernardino Valley. In 1969, the worst tornado of record for western Washington state, which is unusual, by the way, tracked south of Seattle, traveling 5 miles from Des Moines to Kent. The tornado, 50 to 200 yards in width, began as a waterspout over Puget Sound, which makes sense. In 1967, from the December 12th to the December 20th, a series of snowstorms buries Flagstaff, Arizona, with 85 inches of snow. I'm okay with that. In 1960, the first of 3 mid-Atlantic snowstorms produced a foot of snow in Baltimore. A pre-winter blizzard struck the northeastern U.S., producing gusts upwards of 51 miles per hour and 16 inches of snow in Nantucket. That's Massachusetts, by the way. And in 1882, Portland, Oregon was drenched with over 7.5 inches of rain, a record for a 24-hour total for that location anyways. And your national or world history, the daily quote for the day today is from Oscar Wilde. A man can't be too careful in the choice of his enemies. Wah, wah. In 2000, the Texas Rangers signed Alex Rodriguez to a record-breaking 10-year, $252 million contract. Boy, could I just have just a little piece of that? That'd be nice. The contract amount broke all Major League Baseball records and all professional sports records. I would imagine that did not break any of the soccer. They say all professional sports, but I'm probably going to disagree with that because soccer players, football players across the world make a lot more, I believe, than that. Governor George W. Bush the next day. In 1985, Diane Warwick received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. In 1899, George Grant patented the golf tee. Nice. In 1870, Joseph H. Rainey of South Carolina became the first black lawmaker to be sworn in to the U.S. House of Representatives. In 1792, in Vienna, 22-year-old Ludwig van Beethoven received one of his first lessons in music composition from Franz Joseph Haydn. And we all know what happened to Beethoven. Not what happened to him, but what he accomplished. In 1787, Pennsylvania became the second state to ratify the U.S. Constitution. Good old water talk for the area. How about this? Got some fresh snow in Union County. Look at that, a little winter wonderland. Grassy areas, rooftops. You can see the roads are doing just fine this morning. That's from the Maynardville Courthouse in Union County. So not too terribly far away. The sunshine and the temperature is back into the 50s. All of this will melt away through the day today. It'll be a thing of the past here in just, probably by 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Like snow? What snow? There's no snow. I got some great Witchers pictures to share with you this morning. Some more snow pictures. Thanks to everybody that uploaded these through the East Tennessee Weather app. And again, if you don't have the app, just download the app. That's the sideways. Let's get some V8 in this photo. There we go. Now, that thing probably has a V8 in it, doesn't it? So no pun intended there. That was sent in by Bob B. Just a little bit of snow in Andersonville. This one's from Missy. This is from Misty also in Andersonville. It's just a little dusting of snow that you'll see in just a moment. At the little blue circle of death going load. Come on, you can do it. How about this one? This is Henderson Chapel Baptist Church in Pigeon Forge. This is from Lisa Gibson. Ooh, that's what a great photo that is, Lisa. You'll see it in a second. Lisa, take them sideways. I know it's hard. TV is sideways, and social media and the rest of our world is vertical, isn't it? So, but look at that. That's a gorgeous. Lisa, you've outdone yourself on that one, for sure. We've got more snow being shown. How about this one? Coming in from. We'll get it here in just a second. And that picture right there is coming in from. Hold on one second. See if I can get that up here. Okay, that picture is coming in from Wade Ward. Big shout out to Wade this morning. About 1/4 of an inch of snow in Whitesburg, Tennessee. Well, I had a few flakes or some light snow, didn't I? Some of this shifted a little bit further to the south and got a little bit more with that colder air coming on in last night. Got it to enhance itself, which it typically does. But again, at least the roads are doing just fine. This picture right here is a little winter wonderland. Look at that. That looks pretty decent. This picture is coming in from Janet. She said, Scott County, Tennessee snow. So again, there's places like Scott County, Claiborne County, Campbell County, Hawkins, Hancock, Tri-Cities area. We could see a little bit more snow that might cause a few more issues here, but probably not a ton. And we've got a great sunset shot from Autopilot down in Ringgold, Georgia. And we've also got another one from Seth Dunaway. This is a picture, he says, is a nice little shot of the snow line in North Carolina right there. Beautiful. Is that Grandfather Mountain there, Seth? I believe that might be Grandfather Mountain. Don't quote me on that, but that could be. Nice photos to share with you this morning. All right, let's go back to the chat and see what you all are saying. Let's see. Curly eats some of the walls to the gingerbread house and rubs his feet and zaps Mike. What? Yeah. Wait a second, Curly. You better watch yourself, bud. This snow video from last night to our group. I can't get that on right now, Julie, but I'll be posting that to social media for sure. Did you all like to see the snow? Let's see. Local schools have an FFA program that have beautiful poinsettias. Also, Merry Christmas, everyone. Well, Merry Christmas to you, Jerry. How are you this morning? That's why we need a camera on the North Cumberland. Yes, we do. There's Sue Todd. I don't think you were with us yet. I don't know if you were with us yesterday, Sue, but remember I told you I was getting a new camera. Sue is from Wares Valley. So let's go ahead and show Sue our brand new camera from the Wares Valley Ranch. And that, well, no snow there. We didn't quite get much snow across the foothills anyways, but that one's for you, Sue. Since I know you live there. And I thought about you the other day when I was there, and I was like, if I only knew where you lived or had your phone number, I would have reached out to you and said, hey, let's say hi to each other. But either way, good morning from Wares Valley. Good morning from East Tennessee or from West Knoxville. It's Krista. You have sound on Facebook, but not here. Well, that's probably why nobody's watching anymore on Instagram. Yeah, Grandfather Mountain. Nice. Ringgold, Georgia is where Dolly Parton and her husband got married. Well, that's pretty cool. That's awesome. I actually did not know that. All right, my friends. Well, we're going to wrap things up. It is 7:58. As always, thanks for joining me for Wake Up with Witcher every single morning. Some of you are diehards every single day, and I appreciate that. Again, if you're interested in becoming a Witcher weather watcher, Just send me an email, mike@eastnweather.com. Andrew Butler is the latest and greatest Witcher weather watcher for our platform. We're pushing about 50 folks that are weather nuts. And you have sound on YouTube. That's good. And good morning, Stephanie from Kingston this morning. Send me a you're getting some snow up there in Kingston right now. You should upload a photo to the East Tennessee weather app, and I'll be able to post that. So let me see what's going on in the Tri-Cities area. Don't forget, at 9 o'clock this morning, check it on social media. I will have a post with the daily question. Like, share, and email me. Like, share, comment, and then email me, and you will be entered into for a 1-year subscription to Weather Call. I have 15 of them to give away. 15 days of Christmas. Today's number 13, so make sure you do that. And don't forget to like and share on social media anything that's important for community awareness. Share the East Tennessee Weather app to folks, friends, family members, and coworkers. And again, if you're interested in Weather Call, we will be talking much more about this in the coming year. And of course, you'll hear a lot more about it during severe weather season. That is Cove Mountain, yes. Friends in Johnson City are reporting just a dusting of snow so far, but still snowing pretty good up there as we speak. All right, my friends, have a great day. Be safe, be kind to each other. Tomorrow mornings, Wake Up with Witcher, remember, is at 8 a.m. Saturday and Sunday, 8 a.m. Monday through Friday, 7:30 in the morning. See you back here tomorrow.